If this isn't up, please let me know. Try the 80s guys, 80s and 90s video world. Boom, 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 boom. Episode 3. Luey, Flewis, and the Blues. If this ain't a love, you better just say so. Sorry, I was singing one of the greatest songs of all time, and my favorite ever, If This Is It by Huey Lewis and the News. And if you don't know me, I am the one, the only, Ty the 80s guy, and welcome to episode 3 of Ty the 80s guy's 80s and 90s video world. Tonight's party is definitely going to be our biggest yet, and it is the first ever, drum roll please, Huey Lewis and the News Early Summertime, that's TYME party. And what is that, you asked? Well, I'm a big Huey Lewis and the News fan, and most of the adults are here, along with some of the kids, but you know, it's some of the adults, you know, I'm really trying to get them hooked on the band, and it's mainly the kids, you know, a lot of them are like, I don't know if I like this stuff too much, you know, this is boring, I don't like this song, or they'll say every now and then, ooh, this song's cool, I really like this one, where they'll be kind of banging their heads and dancing and having a good time, or having a great time. Ooh, I about messed up my great that time. Yeah, I definitely don't mess up too often on my greats. But there are certain songs that are making those kids get up and dance. They're waving their arms and hopping all around and jumping all over the place, and really, it's really funny to see the adults, you know, their parents and, you know, other adults here get up there and try to dance, and a lot of those adults are like me, you know, we are just not great dancers, you know. I can't dance, I can't talk, only thing about me is the way I walk, I can't dance. There's a little early 90s Genesis for you, yes. This is a Huey Lewis and the News show, but I'm going to throw a little bit of Genesis in there, so that'll make you laugh and smile. And the songs that the kids are enjoying the most are Heart and Soul. They're going da-da-da-da-da-da-da, banging their heads to that part of the song, or going during Hip to Be Squared, you know, running around just waving their arms like crazy and screaming and shouting. We had to tell them to calm down a little bit because they were going to bump into the lamps and break them and stuff, but they really go crazy over a couple days off. They're jumping up and down on the couch and banging on the walls, and you know, doing that too, making funny noises and everything, and dancing and jumping all around, and they even got into pillow fights, and even the adults joined in, and we had to all calm down. It was mainly the adults that said, well, look, you know, we can't be doing this. We're going to break something in my house and stuff. But, you know, I was monitoring them. They're okay. They weren't going to break anything, you know. Well, a couple of adults and kids were coming close to it. But it's all right. But anyway, it's, you know, awesome to see everybody having a I don't want to say it again. But great time. I was trying to not give you so much of an overdose of that. Anyway, I mean, we have all of Huey Lewis and the News' albums. We have them both in CD and vinyl for the people that want to hear it in vinyl. We've got Picture This, and we've got Sports, and 4, Small World, Hard at Play. We've got all of them. And we've got every single one of their music videos. So we've got all that. You know, we've got Cakes with pictures of the band on it, the logo. You know, we've got Giovanni's Pizza. Yeah, we've got to have Giovanni's Pizza. I mean, hey, we got A&W root beer, so we gotta have the pizza to go with it. And even the pizza is actually shaped and designed to look like Huey Lewis's harmonica. And I just think that is so cool. And, you know, of course we've got that Doc Brown magic, you know, excuse me, Doc Brown's Magic Doc fridge in the kitchen. Yeah, excuse me. In the kitchen. Remember, I'm looking in the camera when I'm doing this, and it's kind of mirror image from me. So, we have, you know, all you got to do is type in 80s or 90s, you know, close the door of the fridge, open it up again, you've got all that food from that decade that you chose. Still as fresh as the first day it came out, you know, in the original packaging, of course. So, all that being said, we're going to move on talking about the next part of this party, why it's called that. You know, we covered the Huey Lewis and the News part. Now we're going to talk about why it's called Early Summertime. That's TYME, like I said before, party. And that's because we've had some very interesting weather. I mean, I live in Granite Falls, North Carolina. We're in the foothills. And it's very odd, you know, to have weather in the 70s and the early 80s in the middle of March. Well, we're almost into April now. So I said, well, let's have fun with this. It feels like summer, so let's have a summertime party. Early summertime party. So, you know, the music of summer, Huey Lewis and the News. Combine that, you know, with Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, red for Huey Lewis and the News, their logo. You know, t-shirts, flip-flops, hats, you know, ball caps. I mean, whatever, you know, of course, decent clothing, you know, and, you know, whatever you want to wear, it's decent. And just have a good time, you know, getting together, listening to music, eating awesome food, and just partying, you know. And so that's why, you know, it's very, very interesting weather. So decided to have an awesome party. I mean, we have one of these great parties every Friday night, and this is going to be our greatest one yet. I'm sure you're wondering what I'm doing with this towel around my neck. Well, it's almost time for the beach towel dance. That's where all the adults get out there on the living room floor with the beach towel tied around their waist while the kids try to pull them off of us. You know, we're all dancing to a Huey Lewis and the News song, and the last one standing, you know, by the end of the song is the one that wins the prize. And we keep on dancing, you know, to different songs until there's only one person left. And that person is the one that wins that really cool prize. And then after that, then we switch off, and then the adults try to take the towels off the kids. But to make it more difficult for the adults wearing the towels or the kids, watch this, we have to wear sunglasses. So you got to put these on just like this. Oh boy. So that makes it harder for us to see, to maneuver around them when they're trying to take our towels off, and the kids have to wear these sunglasses too. Only the ones dancing with the beach towels tied around their waists are the ones who wear the sunglasses. To make sure I've made myself clear, the only way to be eliminated is to have your towel pulled off from around your waist by one of the other competitors that are not dancing. And the kids can win the same prize as the adults. Oh, you want to know what that prize is? Well, you'll have to wait a little while before I reveal that. But now let me take these sunglasses off, because they can be quite of a great distraction when I'm trying to talk to you. So, hold on a second. Yep, that is much better. But anyway, I'm having a very special guest tonight. One of my best friends, actually from California. And he is a huge Huey Lewis and the News fan. He has every single one of their vinyl records autographed by every member of the band. He has one of the biggest autographed vinyl Huey Lewis and the News collections in the world. See, what he does is he travels all around the world and collects vinyl albums and cassette tapes from the 80s. You know, he's got some 90s, you know, CDs and tapes and stuff like that, but he's mainly into the 80s. That's where he fell in love with Huey Lewis and the News. He thinks they're the greatest band of all time. I mean, I wanted him to come and, you know, he's coming all the way from Los Angeles. And I want him to come all the way over here and join us. But I want to surprise him because he doesn't know this is a Huey Lewis and the News party. He is going to go crazy when he sees all this Huey Lewis and the News stuff that we have here, the party games, all those foods and everything. Oh wow, I can't wait. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. My friend's about to lose control and he's gonna love it. Oh yeah, I'm so excited and he is too. Well, somebody's at the door. I better go get it. I'll be back here in just a minute. Oh, come on. My Pointer Sister singing isn't that bad. You're such the prankster. You're such a prankster. Oh, always same pretending like you're sad and crying like you've done for years and years. Why didn't you tell me it was a Huey Lewis and the News party? What? Alright, now that's enough joking. I get it. You're playing another trick on me. What? I don't have any more of my autographed vinyl Huey Lewis and the News records anymore. What? What do you mean? You don't have them anymore? A bag. I can't even talk about it right now. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Okay. I'm sorry. It's alright. Wow. I've never seen him like this before. Huey Lewis and the News party. Why? Why'd you do this to me? It's okay. Why don't you go sit down there on the couch and rest? Wow. I have never seen him like this before. Well, he obviously doesn't want to be on camera at the moment, but well, I'll tell you a little bit more about my friend. His name is Luey Flewis. Yes, he was named after Huey Lewis. And he is not human. He is actually a very rare species of fish. It's called a flying harmonica fish. Sorry, the back of my neck's getting really hot, so I've got to take this towel off. So, but anyway, wow. I can't believe how upset he is. And he is still, oh wow, he's still... So I was going to say, crying a lot over not having his Huey Lewis and the News autographed vinyl records anymore, and he won't tell me why, so I'm just going to let him cry on the couch. I told the kids, you know, and adults, don't bother him. He's having a really hard time now. But anyway, his name is Luey, and that's spelled almost the same as Huey, except it's L-U-E-Y, and Flewis as in F-L-E-W, because he is a flying harmonica fish. You know, he flew through the air. Get it? But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to perk up a little bit, but it's really hard because I'm really concerned for my best friend. I mean, I've never ever seen him like this before. But you know, his species, you know, the flying harmonica fish, is nearly extinct because fishermen have been hunting them for many years due to their appearance. They are long, shiny, metallic, and by metallic I don't mean that their scales are made of metal, they just look like they were metal. So they can be turned into harmonicas and used all over the world. And very sad that there's less than 20 in the entire world that have not been turned into harmonicas. There are actually only 17, and my best friend is one of those, and that's why he means so much to me. He is a truly special creature. He is 42 years old, and the flying harmonica fish can live anywhere from 150 to 200 years old. Luey is one of the smallest of his species, at a little over a foot long and weighing just a little over 2 pounds. Of course, he is one of the only animals in the world that can talk just like humans. We need to work to protect it. You know, we need to work really, really hard to protect this animal. If we can find, you know, species, you know, females that are still alive that can breed, we need to breed these creatures so more of them can exist in the world. But the more I try to smile and try to be happier, I just can't help but feel so sad for him right now, because he's going through such a rough time with these lost records. So, that being said, he's actually finally fallen asleep on the couch. He is not crying anymore. And I'm really glad. I'm hoping when he wakes up he'll feel a little bit better, but I don't know, because he was so unhappy. Anyway, yeah, I'm really, really feeling bad for him. But he has swam all this distance through rivers and streams and ponds and lakes to get here. But, you know, he can swim pretty fast. Really fast. Actually, he can swim nearly as fast as a jet. Yes. And he can fly pretty much just as fast as that. But anyway, I had planned to do a new Magic Doc segment, but unfortunately I can't find the items that I was going to use. So we're going to have to wait till a little bit later till I can find the ones that I've misplaced, or kids have grabbed or eaten or whatever. But I don't know, so we'll have to wait a little while for that. But I wanted to talk about something really weird that happened in episode 2. It was during the part of the episode where I was cheering and clapping for Doc Brown and Mario, and all of a sudden this really strange something appeared in the background, and I have gotten that clip together and I want you to see it right now. Alright, everybody. Okay. Well, with all that being said, I thought that was really cool that I was able to get the shirt and everything, and it's so great to have everybody here. And like I said, we're going to have an amazing show planned for you. So there you go. Tied to 80s, guys. Great 80s and 90s museum is haunted, but by who or what, I don't know. There hasn't been anything really strange that has happened since last week with the ghost eyes on the TV, on top of the TV. So, I don't know. But I will be investigating this a lot more very soon. Luey is still sleeping very quietly on the couch, but I'm going to have to wake him up soon because he's a very light sleeper. In order to get him in his water bowl so he can hydrate himself, I'm going to have to wake him up. So he's not going to like that very much at all. He's probably going to burst into tears again and get even louder and louder with his crying. I have to do that soon, or he's going to end up getting very sick. He really doesn't like it when I call his water bowl a fish bowl because he feels so human, and he acts that way too. It makes him really upset when you keep on calling it a fish bowl. So, with that being said, Louis Flewis has the blues. It's Louis Flewis and the blues. See, I made a joke right there. I'm trying to make myself, happier and cheer myself up, because this is turned into a not so great party, and I've got to find out what happened to those records. So, but in the meantime, it's about time to finish the big beach blanket dance. Sorry, I mean beach towel dance. So I am going to go and get the prize so we can have that on hand and have that ready to be given out. I've spent the last 10 minutes looking all over for that prize, and I cannot find it anywhere. Well, I guess the same kids that took my Magic Dock items that I was going to use for that segment also took the prize too. So, alright kids, I know April Fool's is coming up, but that's enough playing around. So, please give me back everything that you took, okay? Alright? Alright. Come on now. I'm not playing any more games now. Please bring the stuff back. Okay, now I know you're under there. Come on out. Come on out. It's kind of dark under there, but what a great place for you to hide with all the stuff that you took. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Come on. What in the world? You want to play with the lights. What? What? You say all the kids are over here? What in the world? Then who's over here messing with the lights? Who's messing with the lights now? Well, there's got to be some kid over there. Come on out. I'm not playing any more games now. Come on out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think that the kids Okay, Luey, you old prankster, turn back on all the lights, and please bring me back all the stuff that you took. It wasn't me! I promise! If it wasn't you, then who was it? It wasn't who! It was what? TYME continued.